Hey Leo, welcome back to another reading, and honestly, I need to just jump right in because the energy coming through for you right now is absolutely wild. I pulled cards for you today, and what came through is this massive theme about courage, about stepping forward, about refusing to play small when the universe is literally handing you opportunities that require you to be brave. So let me share what I got for you. The first card that came out is the Page of Cups, and Leo, I have to tell you, this card showed up in such an interesting position. The Page of Cups is this beautiful messenger energy, this youthful emotional openness that is coming into your life. What I'm seeing here is that someone or something is going to arrive in your world that feels like a breath of fresh air. This could be a literal person who brings you a message or an offer that touches your heart in a really profound way. But here's the thing about the Page of Cups that I want you to really understand. This is not just about receiving sweet words or kind gestures. This is about you being willing to be open to receive doubts. So many times, Leo, you walk through life with your armor on, with your pride leading the way, with your confidence shielding you from vulnerability. And do not get me wrong, your confidence is one of your greatest strengths. But the Page of Cups is asking you to soften just a little bit, to let your guard down, to be willing to explore something new with a sense of wonder and curiosity, rather than needing to know exactly how it is all going to unfold. This could be related to love, could be related to a creative project, could even be related to how you express yourself emotionally in your daily life. What I am really picking up on with this card is that you have been holding back on expressing something that is in your heart. Maybe you've been afraid of looking foolish or afraid of not being taken seriously. Maybe you've been worried that if you show your true feelings or your true desires that people will think less of you. And the Page of Cups is here to tell you that the opposite is true. When you allow yourself to be genuine and authentic in your emotional expression, when you allow yourself to hope and dream and want things without apology, that is when magic starts to happen. That is when the universe can actually deliver what you have been asking for. I am also seeing with the Page of Cups that there might be a creative opportunity coming your way. Something that allows you to express yourself in a way that feels really aligned with who you are becoming. Not who you were, not who people expect you to be, but who you are actively becoming right now. This is about trying something new, experimenting, playing around with ideas without the pressure of perfection. The Page energy is all about learning and exploring, and the Cup suit is all about emotions and intuition. So trust what feels good to you. Trust what makes your heart sing. Follow that thread and see where it leads, because I am telling you, Leo, this is the beginning of something really beautiful. If you are willing to show up for it with an open heart. Now, let me move to the second card, because this is where things start to get really interesting. The Five of Pentacles came through, and initially, when I saw this card, I will be honest, I paused, because the Five of Pentacles traditionally shows up when we are dealing with feelings of lack or hardship or being left out in the cold. But the way this card is showing up for you, Leo, is actually about a perception of lack rather than actual lack. Let me explain what I mean by that. The Five of Pentacles is asking you to examine where in your life you have been telling yourself a story of not enough resources, not enough support, not enough time, not enough opportunity. And here's the thing, Leo, when I look at this card in the context of your reading, what I'm seeing is that the lack you are experiencing is largely in your mind. It is a belief system that you have been carrying that is actually blocking you from seeing the abundance that is already available to you. There is this image in the traditional Five of Pentacles of two figures walking past a church window, cold and struggling, while warmth and sanctuary are literally right there behind them. They just have to turn around and walk through the door. And that is what is happening for you right now. You've been so focused on what is not working, so focused on what you do not have yet, so focused on the obstacles in your path that you have been walking right past opportunities and support systems that are trying to help you. This card is here to wake you up to a different perspective. It is here to show you that you are not alone even when you feel alone. It is here to remind you that resources exist even when you cannot see them clearly. It is here to tell you that asking for help is not a sign of weakness, but actually a sign of wisdom and strength. I know, Leo, that you pride yourself on being independent and self-sufficient, and I love that about you. But this card is gently nudging you to consider that maybe you do not have to do everything by yourself. Maybe there are people in your life who genuinely want to support you and help you succeed. Maybe there are opportunities available that you have been dismissing because they do not look exactly like what you thought they should look like. The Five of Pentacles is also bringing up themes around your relationship with money and material security. There might be some anxiety here about finances or about whether you are going to have what you need in the future. And while I am not saying to ignore practical concerns, what I'm saying is that your worry about lack might actually be creating more lack. Your energy around money might be pushing away the very abundance you are trying to attract. So this is a call to shift your mindset, to start focusing on what you do have, to start celebrating the small wins, to start trusting that the universe has your back even when things feel uncertain. Because Leo, when you shift your energy from lack to abundance, from fear to faith, everything starts to change. All right, now the third card, and oh my goodness, Leo, this one is sulfur monoxide on point for you. The Page of Wands jumped out and I literally laughed when I saw it because this is pure Leo energy. The Page of Wands is all about enthusiasm, adventure, bold ideas, and taking inspired action. This is the energy of someone who sees an opportunity and does not overthink it, does not wait for permission, does not worry about whether they are ready. They just go for it. What I'm seeing with the Page of Wands is that you are being called to step into a leadership role, or to start something new that really excites you. This could be a project, a business venture, a creative endeavor, or even just a new approach to life. The key here is that this is something that feels fun to you. This is not about grinding or forcing or pushing through. This is about following your passion and letting your natural enthusiasm lead the way. The Page of Wands is also bringing a message about courage and confidence. You're being asked to trust yourself more than you ever have before. To trust your ideas, to trust your instincts, to trust that you have what it takes to succeed. There might be people around you who doubt you or who do not understand your vision, and that is okay. The Page of Wands does not need everyone to believe in them because they believe in themselves. And that is the energy that you need to embody right now, Leo. What is really beautiful about having the Page of Wands show up in your reading is that this card represents the spark of something bigger. This is the beginning stage. This is where you plant the seed. You might not see the full picture yet, and that is completely fine. You do not need to have it all figured out. What you need to do is take that first step. Make that bold move. Put yourself out there. Say yes to the adventure. Because when you move in the direction of your excitement, when you follow what lights you up, the universe meets you there and starts opening doors that you did not even know existed. I am also getting that the Page of Wands is encouraging you to be playful and experimental. Do not take yourself so seriously. Do not put so much pressure on everything you do being perfect or successful right out of the gate. Allow yourself to try things and fail and learn and try again. That is how you grow. That is how you discover what truly works for you. The Page energy is youthful and fresh and willing to make mistakes because that is part of the journey. So give yourself permission to be a beginner at something. Give yourself permission to not have all the answers. Give yourself permission to simply enjoy the process of creating and exploring and discovering. Moving to the fourth card now, and we have the Three of Wands, which is absolutely perfect following the Page of Wands. The Three of Wands is about expansion, vision, and watching your efforts start to pay off. This card shows someone standing on a cliff looking out at the horizon, watching their ships come in. They have already done the work. They have already taken the risks. And now they're beginning to see results. What this tells me, Leo, is that the bold moves you are about to make with the Page of Wands energy are going to lead to expansion and opportunity. that exceeds what you initially imagined. The Three of Wands is confirmation that you are on the right path and that your efforts are going to be rewarded. But here's the key with this card. You have to be willing to think bigger. You have to be willing to expand your vision of what is possible for you. So many times we limit ourselves based on past experiences or based on what we have seen other people achieve, or based on what feels safe and realistic. And the Three of Wands is here to tell you to throw all of that out the window. This is a time to dream big. This is a time to set goals that feel almost too big, too exciting, too much. Because you are capable of so much more than you give yourself credit for. Leo, and the universe is ready to support you in ways that will blow your mind. The Three of Wands is also about partnerships and collaborations. You might find that as you step into this bigger vision for yourself, the right people start showing up to support you. Maybe it is a business partner, maybe it is a mentor, maybe it is a group of like-minded individuals who share your vision and want to build something together. Be open to these connections because they are going to accelerate your growth in ways you cannot accomplish alone. Another aspect of the Three of Wands that I want to touch on is patience and timing. This card suggests that there might be a brief waiting period while things are aligning behind the scenes. You have set things in motion and now you need to trust the process. You need to trust that what is meant for you is coming. This does not mean sitting back and doing nothing, but it does mean releasing the need to control every detail and allowing things to unfold naturally. The universe has perfect timing, and even if things do not happen as quickly as you want them to, trust that everything is working out in your favor. Now, the fifth card is the Ten of Wands, and okay, Leo, we need to talk about this one because it is bringing up something really important. The Ten of Wands is about burden, responsibility, and carrying too much on your shoulders. After all this excitement and expansion with the previous cards, the Ten of Wands is here to remind you that you cannot do everything by yourself, and you should not try to. What I'm seeing with this card is that as you start to experience success and as opportunities start to open up, there might be a tendency for you to take on too much, to say yes to everything, to try to handle every single detail yourself because you want to make sure it is done right. And while I admire your dedication, Leo, this card is a warning that if you do not set boundaries and delegate and ask for help, you are going to burn yourself out. The Ten of Wands is asking you to get really honest about what you actually need to be doing versus what you can let go of. What tasks can you delegate to someone else? What responsibilities can you share? What commitments can you say no to so that you have energy for what really matters? This is about working smarter, not harder. This is about recognizing that your time and energy are your most valuable resources and you need to protect them fiercely. I am also picking up with the Ten of Wands that there might be some old responsibilities or obligations that you have been carrying for way too long. Maybe it is a project that is no longer aligned with your vision. Maybe it is a relationship that has become one-sided. Maybe it is a belief about what you should be doing that is not actually serving you anymore. This card is giving you permission to put those burdens down, to walk away from what no longer serves you, to clear space for the new opportunities that are trying to come. And the energy of the Ten of Wands can also speak to feeling overwhelmed, or like you are struggling under the weight of everything you are trying to accomplish. And if that resonates with you, Leo, please hear this. You do not have to prove anything to anyone. You do not have to work yourself into the ground to be worthy of success or love or recognition. You are already enough exactly as you are. And sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is to slow down, reassess, and release what is no longer necessary. Finally, we have the sixth card, and this is the Emperor. And Leo, the first have to tell you this is such a powerful card to end on because the Emperor is all about structure, authority, leadership, and taking control of your life in a really grounded and mature way. After everything we have talked about with the other cards, the Emperor is here to help you bring it all together in a way that is sustainable and solid. The Emperor is showing me that you are stepping into a new level of personal power and authority. This is about you taking your seat on the throne, so to speak. This is about you recognizing that you are the leader of your own life and that you get to make the rules. You get to decide what you will accept and what you will not. You get to set the standards for how you want to be treated and what kind of life you want to live. And most importantly, you get to enforce those boundaries and standards without apology. What I love about the Emperor in your reading is that this card represents the maturation of all the fiery, passionate energy we have been seeing with the Wands cards. The pages bring the enthusiasm and the ideas. The Three of Wands brings the vision and expansion, and the Emperor brings the structure and discipline to actually make it all happen. This is about you getting organized, creating systems, making plans, and following through with consistency and determination. The Emperor is also a card of stability and security. After the struggle suggested by the Five of Pentacles and the overwhelm of the Ten of Wands, the Emperor is here to show you that you can create the stability you desire. You can build something solid and lasting. You can establish yourself in a position of strength and authority. This might relate to your career, your finances, your living situation, or even just your sense of self. The key is that you are no longer at the mercy of external circumstances. You're taking control and building the foundation for long-term success. Another aspect of the Emperor that is coming through strongly is about masculine energy and assertiveness. Regardless of your gender, Leo, this is about tapping into that part of yourself that is decisive, action-oriented, and unafraid to take charge. This is about speaking up for what you want. This is about making decisions and sticking to them. This is about being a leader in your own life and possibly in the lives of others. You have so much natural leadership ability, Leo, and the Emperor is encouraging you to step fully into that power. The Emperor can also represent a mentor or authority figure who might come into your life to guide you or support you in some way. This could be someone who helps you structure your ideas, someone who teaches you about business or strategy, someone who models the kind of success and stability you are trying to create. Be open to learning from people who have already walked the path you are on, because their wisdom and experience can save you a lot of time and struggle. So Leo, let me bring all of this together for you because the overall message of this reading is so clear and so powerful. You are being called to be brave right now. You are being called to take bold action, to trust yourself, to expand your vision, and to step into a new level of authority and power in your life. The universe is literally testing your courage and rewarding your boldness. The Page of Cups is asking you to open your heart and be vulnerable. The Five of Pentacles is asking you to shift your mindset from lack to abundance. The Page of Wands is asking you to take inspired action and follow your passion. The Three of Wands is showing you that expansion and success are on the horizon. The Ten of Wands is reminding you to release burdens and delegate. And the Emperor is helping you build something solid and lasting. By stepping into your power and authority, this is your time, Leo. This is your moment to shine. This is your opportunity to create the life you've been dreaming about. But it requires you to be courageous. It requires you to take risks. It requires you to believe in yourself even when others doubt you. It requires you to keep going even when things get hard. And I know you have what it takes because courage and boldness are literally in your DNA as a Leo. So my question for you is this: are you ready to step up? Are you ready to claim what is yours? Are you ready to stop playing small and start living big? Because the universe is waiting for you to make your move. The opportunities are there. The support is there. Everything you need is available to you. All you have to do is be brave enough to reach out and take it. Thank you so much for being here, Leo. I hope this reading resonated with you and gave you some clarity and encouragement. Drop a comment and let me know which card spoke to you the most, or if you have experienced any of these energies already. And remember, fortune favors the bold. So go out there and show the universe what you are made of.